You are a CEO, or you're an executive, or you're C-suite, you're a director or a manager, or you're an entrepreneur. You have a business, you have people working with you, and you have a product, and you're going in and you're giving to that, working with the community and world and solving the problem, providing your product and services, and taking your company moving forward. But one of the key things is about you need to focus about your code of conduct of your teams and your business ethics, so they can be very synergized to your whole team, so it can only everybody talking to the same language, and you can go to the wall out of the company and immediate clients, partners, it will be represented as your key fundamentals of you, which is come from business ethic and how they will conduct with different kind of parties, because nowadays everybody is so much exposed with so many other things. Having a right code of conduct, it's so much important as well too. So in this video today, I'm going to show you total 8 reasons which will justify a proper training for your team and the return of investment of putting into that training for your team of business ethic and code of conduct. The total 8 reasons I'm going to give you again. That will justify why you should invest your money for this training program. Let's get started. Number 1, you are a founder or you're a CEO. You have a vision and you have your own values of something. You have their own passion about something. You care about something, and that's why you founded a company. Or you're a CEO, you are running a company. And when you're running a company, the founder really chooses you because they or that founder really think about you are capable of taking the flame forward of the company, why that was being founded, what was the reason. Let's say an Amazon always talk about obsession, customer obsession they talked about, and that's what the Bezos view, and that's what he promote to everyone. So as a founder, you also have your own core values and your own spirit of doing something. So, and that the thing you need to circulate to the all A to Z company. The more better you circulate it and more well you train your whole team will be told exactly the same thing for the reason you founded the company. And that can bring a great spirit and great direction and great momentum for your company to become successful. And that's why it's so much crucial that you train your staff about business ethic and code of conduct. Number 2, you have your brand value. You probably have a brand, you have multiple product inside of it. Each of the product has their own stories, and each of your team members who are working with you in your company, in back office, front office, or customer facing or operations, they all need to know all the stories of your product and your brand values. That will really help your everyone who are working with you, so they will be able to circulate that value outside, and that will really attract the people outside the community even to join your company, or maybe will buy your product and become your client too. And that will only happen when you train your whole team about your business ethic and also code of conduct, so the communication outside going on in a perfect way, and at least the way it should be. Number 3, you have a core value of your company. If you don't really have a core value yet, you should be working about what are the core value as a founder. Normally as a founder or the CEO who actually define all the core values. So these core values need to be well trained to the whole team, so everybody can then hold this as a badge onto their chest, so they will be followed and be proud of being a part of such kind of great values. So defining those core value by extracting from the founder, from the CEOs, and then circulating in and training to the whole company is such a crucial one, and that should be the part of your business ethic. So when you are doing such kind of program, if you don't have a business ethic, so get your consultant team or get the right service provider company to work with you and really help you to consult you to find that core value, create the right materials, and train and circulate to the whole company thing, so their company staff and members, so they can really know what exactly is the core value your company is working on. And that will create a great support for your team or your company to have a great teamwork, and everybody will have the same values and will have the same direction. Most likely there will be some up and downs, but when you at least have the core value and everybody well trained, everybody will understand what exactly the values and direction and the possibility you are working together. So number 4, This is need to be the lead of the HR. HR will be definitely lead doing this kinds of training and course of conduct. There is normally an OD departments in an HR who are like organizational development, and they are the one who creates such kind of program and promote. But now, if you don't have an OD department, I'm not telling that the only way to solve this problem is about bringing OD. You can actually hire some partner consultant from the HR consultant to come over and work with you to create all this program, and they can even run the training program to help you to drive that core values, brand values, and the stories of your company to everyone. Everyone need to be well trained about this thing, because if they're not well trained, you will not be able to circulate the right message. The momentum will be a lot lesser when you don't have it with your team. I'm not telling you this is going to help you directly generate your revenue, but this will create a great momentum which will help you to generate even more revenue what you're making right now if you don't have them. Number 5, so like I told you, you got to have a training program. The training program need to be properly designed and crafted. It should be easily to understand. It need to be very easy to deploy, and it need to be continuous as well too. You probably wanted to do just one round of training program and you can forget, and that will not happen. It should be part of your cultural training of your team. So you need to do it in every quarter or every 6 months or at least a year. And then you should be doing a kind of assessment, because your company has a turnover, right? There's some people coming in and leaving some of the people. So when the people coming in and they're not training yet, so they need to be trained. So one of the great way to deal this problem is whenever a new staff joining in, give them the onboarding program. Design an onboarding program, and inside that one, put on this code of conduct program inside as well too. So they will be taking that one as well too. If you don't have such kind of program, work with a particular consultant or work with the internal HR, work together, bring the right resource, put them together and design the onboarding program that will help you get the team really upfront and get a lot of be fast productive rather than a long period of time figuring out, asking together in the middle of the forest to don't know what actually looking for. But if you get able to give them, hey, these are the what you need to know to become very productive, that will be much easier to grab them and get to work, right? Number 6, online courses. So you can use the online education program for this to design your onboarding program or even code of conduct program. You can easily deploy it. So it could be one-time deployment, or you can bring a consultant. You can tell them to design what how you want to assess, or you can hire the consultant and help them to and work with you so they can design a program for you, an online program, and you can deploy it in a particular server or in a particular cloud, and then you can keep running it every 6 months, and it can be part of your onboarding program, and then you can run it for every 6 months, an assessment. There should be a small quiz, so everybody take the program and take the quiz. That means they actually took the program and understand what they're talking about in the program. So online educational program could be a very cost effective for you if you're looking for cost effective, but actually it never replaces the human direct training. Definitely it's much more impactful. It is much more human friendly. People will more tends to remember those memories. Oh, we had an online program last year, or we actually had a workshop program with a trainer. So people tends to remember a lot more when, oh, we already had a training program with a trainer compared to I took an online program last year. Right? But however, if you're cost sensitive at this moment because of your revenue and so on, online program is a great option for you still. 7, audit. Where is your business ethics situations and where is your code of conduct situation? You should be doing at least one time in a year an HR audit. And inside the HR audit, you should be checking your level of code of conduct knowledge inside the team, how they're reacting, and also check the business ethic too. So that inside the audit, the setting up the questions, getting the right responses are really, really important. But not only that, it's also very important that you actually get everybody to participate with the active participation into your survey as well too. So having a right consultant to work with you to find the right question, position it in the right way, and also work with your team and partnering with the internal HR team so have a great response rate. Because if your response rate is 10%, 20%, 60%, it's not a great input because it's not going to be great. You will be looking for at least 80% plus, so that is a great responder, unless you are like 5 or 10,000 employees. That's a different story. But if you're less than 1,000, you should get at least 80% respond, so that will give you great input. But here's the point: 80% responding doesn't mean that you get a great response for everyone. There will be a lot of people just just take on, right? So that's why it's also should be part of the business ethic that when you participate in such kind of program, you should be doing your best input into that one so organization can be valuable. And number 8, audit report and execution. When a consultant coming in and help you to do an audit and you got a report, but that report is not going to change anything. You know what is happening right now. Now you really need to take some executionable action based on the audit report so you can solve the problem. You should be, if there is a small problem or big problem, there should be a project kicked off in your organization to solve and respond to these kinds of problems. There should be different project manager assigned for that one who will be held accountable to resolve this kind of challenges too. So here's the point. If you don't organization have such kind of people who has the right skill set, you can bring a consultant to work with your organization, HR team, or even consult the project manager to do that. So there is a multiple way of bringing the consultant. You can bring the consultant to do the project for you, that execution project, or you can bring a consultant to mentor your group of internal project manager to mentor them to execute as well too. So these are the two very efficient way to execute this project. So here's the point. You are running a business and you want to make the business successful, and one of the things you want to do it, your business continuously become growing bigger and become more successful, serving more people and more people join with your team. And to do that one, you are exposed to a lot of situations. So training your team about business ethic and code of conduct is one of the great and right investment to make. And these are the 8 points which I just mentioned clearly define that your return of investment of such kind of training program. So here's the point. You got why you already know that why you should invest on this training program. So go ahead and take the program and execute in your team so your team can do the right business ethic and can do the right code of conduct and take your business forward and make you and your business and your team successful. And that's exactly why you are working on your business. All the best.